But here's your problem.
People should
you
watch
go
it.
on these shows, people quote your exact words, and you deny your own words. And I'm saying if you're going to be a presidential candidate, and you're going to spend, I'm going to give you your exact words, either own it,
Sean, you have been sitting here for years talking about the fake news media.
But you played this all the
Sean,
time.
I'm enjoying this. You have been laughing about the fake news media how many times for the last several years, and now you're buying the mainstream media narrative when you know how corrupt it is.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to the channel. So, I don't know what's going on with Sean Hannity. Something has got to be going on with this guy because he's come a little unglued for the second night in a row. And this time, he's just letting his neocon RINO roots show all over the place. Not good look. But before we get into that, guys, thanks to everyone that's been subscribing, leaving such great comments. We're building a great community together, and we really appreciate the support. If you haven't already, please help us continue to grow. Like, comment, subscribe, most importantly, share the channel. So yeah, Sean Hannity had one of my favorites on, so Vivek Ramaswamy, and he wanted to talk about an interview that Vivek did with Tucker. Now, already we know that Fox must think that they have something on both he and Tucker even bringing this up, because they haven't even been allowed to be talking about Tucker over there. And basically, the part of the interview that Hannity wanted to talk about was when Vivek is talking about how Nikki Haley has investments in some of the leading defense contractors, which she does. And he was saying that he believed she would actually be a financial beneficiary of any continued or any expanded or any new conflicts around the world. And well, I don't know. That might be true. But here's the thing. I guess that Sean, isn't even really upset that he said it. He just seems to be upset that he's not standing by it. And Sean went a little nutty. Now, full disclosure, guys, I haven't watched Sean Hannity in probably years. But when I did used to watch him, I did watch daily, and I never saw him behave like this. Let me know in the comments if this is just how the guy is these days, or we're just catching him on some bad nights. But take a look at this.
Where if your campaign is principally being run by super PACs, people who can give unlimited amounts of money to your campaign, I don't think that befits the Republican Party. I think we need to be better than that. So, Sean, you and I may have a different view on that. But my view is, if you're making money off your time in government, then I don't think you're fit to be president of the United States. Well, more importantly, though, what's our policy? Stand with our allies while avoiding World War III. And that's where I'm at.
A lot of people don't think you're qualified because you weren't even a Republican or voting Republican until what, 2020?
Well, Sean, I think it depends on what your objectives with this interview are. I voted Libertarian in my first election. I voted Republican in 2020. You're right. I'm not a partisan hack. I come in from the outside.
Forgive you for your
I'm an independent-minded patriot who speaks the truth. It
sounds to me like you just want to jump from the private sector yourself, where you made a lot of money. By the way, I applaud capitalism. I applaud successful people.
Sean, I applaud you for being so transparent about your objectives.
I actually think that people working in the defense of our country, in the defense industry, are playing a vital role for the cause of freedom. So I don't really call it a corrupting influence or suggest that somehow that's a corrupting influence. I actually like the experience that goes along with working for defense contractors. But I've got to listen.
One of the things I loved about that interview with Tucker, was we were actually able to have a thoughtful conversation and go deep into issues rather than this kind of political gotcha.
The point is this:
Good. You go
on these interviews. Yeah, I have nothing but nice things to say. But here's your problem:
people should watch it.
You go on these shows, people quote your exact words, and you deny your own words. And I'm saying if you're going to be a presidential candidate, and you're going to spend, I'm going to give you your exact words, either own it,
Sean, you have been sitting here for years talking about the fake news media.
But you played this all the time.
I'm enjoying this. You have been laughing about the fake news media how many times for the last several years, and now you're buying the mainstream media narrative when you know how corrupt it is.
I am following you. I am quoting your exact words.
Are a problem.
Did I not quote your exact words?
About Azerbaijan and Armenia.
Did I or did I not quote your exact words? Did I quote your exact words?
Azerbaijan and Armenia, absolutely.
Thank you.
About Azerbaijan, yes, you did.
Time to go.
About a different topic, Azerbaijan, where people should actually get their own information rather than filtered through centralized media.
I think it's asinine to think somebody that worked in the defense industry should not be qualified to be president. I think people that never held public office, like you, maybe they're not qualified to be president. Anyway, we'll come back. We'll continue. Secretary of State.
Here's the thing. I have no problem with Sean, but I think he's painting the wrong picture here. Whether Nikki Haley has these investments or not, it doesn't change or affect at all what Hamas has done. It's kind of foolish to even frame it like that. That's not even close to what Vivek was saying. And Vivek, He's been very, very, very clear that he does support Israel. He's just tried to do it in a way that is consistent with his, not wanting to give blank checks or infinite promises to anyone, which honestly, who can fault him? That is smart. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with that. I honestly don't really get where Sean was going with this, and he totally slipped up, honestly, if you're asking me, when he said that he thinks people who never held public office aren't qualified, because he is a huge, massive Trump guy, and that describes Trump 8 years ago pretty well. But, I think he got a little carried away trying to carry the water for the establishment and really kind of go to the mat defending his friend, Nikki Haley, which is cool. I get it. He's not a news guy. He's an opinion guy. And I think Vivek just basically called him on that. But, the dude, honestly, Vivek I'm talking about, is super, super sharp in these interviews. I wouldn't mess with him if I was Sean or any of these other talking heads. But, yeah, I couldn't really figure that one out. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about all that. And, guys, just my take. Let me know yours in the comments. And if you haven't already, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. We'll see you in the next one.